Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Claire, this is Polly Put the Petal On, and today I am coming to you with the autumn box arrangement. I was going to do it the other day after I filmed the Home Bargains haul, but I didn't, so here I am now. We're going to use, I've got my trusty little picnic basket at the side of me with my florals in, and I think I might even put in this candle. Now, do you remember the other day when I hauled the I can never think straight when I come on camera. I can never think straight anyway. That's my brain. When I hauled the paper napkins and the pound shop candles, well, this is it. I've decoupaged it and it's a little bit rough and ready, but so am I, and so is the box. But can you see? What I'm going to do is I'm going to film. I've not done them all the candles, so I'm going to do some on camera for you maybe next time. So I'm going to maybe add this little candle. And what I really like about this, guys, is, look, can you see? Really quite impressed with myself. Anyway, so yeah, that was that little, oops, there he is. That was that little thing, and also, you know, you could have it that way if you wanted. So so let's get to it. So basically, I'll tip you down in a minute. Basically, what I'm doing right now to begin with, I've done my first three. I'm going to do my fourth one. So I've got these little plastic flower frogs because I want to be able to put the Oasis onto these for security. I mean, it's not going anywhere anyway, it's going to stay on my table. But if you were transporting it, if you were doing these for like a shabby chic wedding table or anything, you know, where it needed to be transported, it would need to be secure, so it's safe to travel. So little plastic floral frog, inexpensive, and don't let anybody rip you off on them either. They are inexpensive. I mean, I think I saw 20 for £7, £7.99 the other day online, and I thought that's disgusting. So don't ever pay anything like that, because that's not, I think you can get something like 100 for £2.99. I'm sure you can. And if I find that, I will get back to you. But anyway, so these, and then you want your Oasis fix. Now this is by Oasis, the company, Oasis. On this is only a small roll. You can get larger rolls, and I think you can get this from the range, you know. In fact, I'm sure you can. This is only a metre, but you don't need a lot of it, because it is very, very sticky stuff, and it's also waterproof. So you know, it's good for wet Oasis too. So I'm gonna tip you down now. You don't need to see my face much more. Tip you down. And as you can see, I've placed 3 across because I'm gonna use 2 bricks. And I will place that one there. Okay, down the center. And I'm gonna get my bricks. I want them both together. Maybe scooch them over a little bit more and press down, and there you have your Oasis in place. You see, you could glue these in, you could glue the frogs in, you could glue the bricks straight in, but I want to change this out, you know, use this for many different seasons. So basically I'll be able to just lift those bricks off. I'm going to do it because it looks as if I couldn't do it then. You can lift those bricks off, but you could glue them in direct to the, depending on what you're doing it for, or you could use the frogs and you don't have to have that because you could glue the frogs in. Possibilities are endless. Right, so not really sure what to begin with, because like I say, I'm not sure if I want to put the, which then he would be my centre, and I'm not sure if I want to elevate him, and I'm going to pin that in. I'm not going to glue it, I'm going to pin it in. So let's just see where we're going to start first of all. Oh, I know, we'll moss it. And the reason why I'm going to moss it is literally because that is quite a vast area to cover with, and I know I've got a basket full, but it's quite a vast area to cover with florals and picks and stuff. And so to help me along and to cover my mechanics, I'm going to, and I only want it thin. I don't want it too thick, and I'm literally going to use these floral pins and pin them in. Again, you could glue it, but what I would say really is you're best to pin it, simply because if you were to glue it, you would have clumps of glue. So by the time you come in to put your stems in, it's going to hit that glue and it's going to make it a little bit more difficult. So I would just go straight for the pin. And like I say, you don't need loads. It literally is. And actually, this moss goes really well with the theme, doesn't it? It really is, just to cover the oasis. And to hide those mechanics. So we'll just keep going. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just so long as you've covered it. So with this arrangement, you know, I was just thinking about autumn, the actual season, and it's quite a versatile season, isn't it? There's quite a few things that go on within that season. You've got your Halloween, you've got your bonfire night, you've got Remembrance Sunday. And so you could really create this and then add and detract throughout those days within that season. So for instance, I will give you an example. So I'm going to use some of my own pumpkins. Now, I think I got these from Amazon, a bag of, last year, and I'm not too sure how much they were, but they were definitely under £10, and you got quite a lot. So I'm going to use pumpkins, but you know, you could use, if you really wanted to, you could use pine cones, you could use lotus heads, acorns. They're a bit tiny, and I have got some acorns actually to put into it. But you could, you know, you could use anything autumnal. You could even use little bits of bark and stuff like that. You can make it your own, basically. Come Halloween. Now, I'm not a Halloween person. I was when my children were little, but I'm not now. So yeah, come Halloween. Now these are picks from last year from Aldi's. There's a witch and another pumpkin with a face on it. You know, a metallic one. There's a trick or treat pick. There's a purple pine cone. So come, I'm not going to use these today, but come, say today I've used a pumpkin somewhere along here, and I can take that pumpkin out and replace it with, say, that witch, you know, just to change it up so that, you know, it's celebrating Halloween. For Poppy Day, Remembering Sunday, I have got my poppies. I showed you that in my petal shed video. And, you know, just use your imagination. You know, you put in it what you like. So there we go. We've got our base now. And we're now going to start. You see, I've got these wonderful picks, and I do realise I lost a pumpkin off one of these, which I have got in my basket. It doesn't matter. So I've got these wonderful picks that I'm going to use. And so what I've got really is quite nice autumn foliage, but I've also got some cheap. I hope you heard that because I'm facing the wall. I'm sorry about that. I've got this cheap garland that I got. I don't know what your lighting's like there, guys, either, because it's quite a rainy day here today. So you could start off with this garland, breaking the line of the container. I'll show you the other side. I know that those leaves are back to front. I'm aware of that. I'm going to get a pin, another one of these pins, and stick it down. And then I've got far too much there, so I'm going to cut it off. And I've still got plenty left. So if I get any bald spots later, just get another pin, stick it down, and I'll just stick a few more in here. There we go. Oops, didn't catch it. There we go. So basically with this, we've just created a little base, and we broke the line of the container, you know, the edge. And now we can start adding other things. So just staying with the, I really need to make my mind up whether I want that candle there. That's what I need to do. I'm just going to leave it there for now. And then I've got these are from Amazon too, and these are only cheap. Just your reds and your russets and your yellow leaves. So I don't know whether to keep them whole, cut the label off. I don't know whether to keep them whole and fluff them. So I've kind of split the three areas up, and I'm going to see how it goes. I'm going to push one down. It might not. No, I think I'm going to have to split them. So that's what I'll do. I'll split one anyway. I do like to try and keep things whole so that I can take them out and use them for something else when I've changed my mind, because you know, maybe next year or something like that, because I do that and repurpose stuff. And I can repurpose these, but then I'm limited with only that length. So I'm going to go a yellow here, and then I'm going to come across here and have a yellow here. I'm going to have a red there, and a red there. Whoops, just dropped my orange. I'm going to have an orange here. Just pick that one up. And this one, pardon me, this one's bigger, but that doesn't matter either. So we're filling it quite nice, aren't we? Let's just have a little, I just want the effect. I think what's putting me off is the fact that the little, I'll show you, he's going to get buried, isn't he, with whatever I place around. So we're still going to go with the fact that I may put him in, and we'll leave it there. And now I honestly think I'm going to come in with these beautiful picks. Now this could be classed as cheating, guys, because it's a full pick. It's already arranged really. All you're doing is fluffing it. Got that came off. I'll have to add that somewhere else. I'll trim that down. And I feel as if I'm gonna have to trim these down. I'm not gonna trim it too much though. In fact, I can't trim it at all. I haven't got the strength. I've done it. So, how do I want to play this? I'm gonna move him. I could even just tuck it down there for now. Maybe further there. And then get the other. Cut the label off. Yeah, they're really nice picks, these, actually, guys. Really nice picks. These were from Village Green online. You just make an account, and I think they were £6, maybe slightly more, but they are worth it. It's not, you can't get, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I would love anybody in the comments to let me know if you can. But it's, you know, the UK for crafting materials and so forth, it's not very good. It's definitely not as good as America. And so, you know, you don't get much of this commonly, you know, just anywhere. So you do have to have a good old route online. But yeah, this is where I found this, was Village Green. Village Green online, £6 or £7, and I got two. And the beauty of it is, you know, you're saving yourself, because it's a full pick and it covers quite a good area, doesn't it? So you see, I've not even stuck these in. I will go down the side there. do need to go in the oasis. Yeah, I lost a pumpkin, so I need to add that back. And here it is. And I think quite possibly he came off that spike, but no matter, that I cut off before. Just use a bamboo stick, because I think they're foam inside, even though they've got quite a hard coating on. And then just tuck that down. Well, actually, I've got one there and one there, so I'm going to come on the opposite side and I'm going to switch that over there. Okay. There you go. That's a bit too stuck up, isn't it? Now, I've got these lilies, very cheap. These were £1 from a local pound shop. So I'm going to trim these down and sprinkle them throughout. I think really I could do with some more yellow because, you know, as contrast, I seem to have an awful lot of orangey colours here. You can't see all of that, can you? And I won't be using those white, of course. Some more down. So how are you all today? I'm actually, for once, not too bad. So that's great. And I must admit, I'm enjoying it now. It's cooled down some. Oh, and right now I have got my, what is it? Yankee burner on with those melts, and they're absolutely beautiful. Such a gorgeous smell. So can you see, what I need to do, folks, is, you know, I really need to go and take a step back. And if I put the candle there, wait a minute, there. Just disguise that for a minute and put the candle there. Now what you could do, if you wanted to, you could have it all candles, or you could have another 2 lower down here, and you would work all this around it, of course. I've even got some fern here. And don't forget, I've got my bow, and I don't know whether I'm even going to put my bow in it now after all that. I think it may be a little bit too big, even. Maybe a little bit too busy. Right, I'm going to buzz off and I'm going to come back, because what I really want to do, I'm desperate to walk away from this table and to have a look at what's going on with it, because I am sat right on top of it and I do prefer to have a good look at it, because I'm feeling I may be going a bit too far. My friends would never believe that. Not really. Anyway, okay, well, I'll buzz off and I'll come back. So guys, I'm back and here it is, finished. Now, I know I didn't do it on camera because it would have stretched out for quite some time, but I will tell you what I did. Well, I'll tell you what I didn't do. First of all, was I didn't use that bow. I wanted it to look as natural as possible. I didn't want it to be too busy. I fluffed the those beautiful harvest picks up. When I say fluff, you know, I brought branches up and out and over. I added more pumpkins. These were what were on the pick, and then I added my own. I was umming and ahhing about Mr. Hedgehog, but actually I think he looks quite at home in there, don't you? Now I ummed and ahed over it because he was quite light. The candle was quite light in colour, but what I did do to balance it out was I got my light coloured pumpkins and I placed them either end, and so you've got, you know, it unifies it from end to end. So I put a line, followed the line with the pumpkin, the original pumpkins off the harvest pick. That's one of them, that's one of them, that's one of them, that's one of them. And so you can see we've got a line, a nice line of pumpkins. I put one, there's one round the back there that takes your eye through. I will show you the back as well, because that's not too shabby for the other person sat across the table. I tried to keep the height as minimal as possible, obviously, because with any table centrepiece, you want it as low as possible, because the person opposite you, if you're having a conversation, you don't want to be looking through the triffids, really, do you? So so yeah, I added some ivy. I love this ivy. I got this from Village Green too, and it's like a variegated, but it's not variegated as in the white and the green. It's definitely as if it's come from a forest or the woods or something. I added individual. I had this. No, I can't remember where I got this from, but if I do and you're interested, I will let you know further down the line with that, because I am going to look for some more because I absolutely love it. But I took off individual pieces, and what you've got to do is you think about how it would look in its natural form, how it grows, and you place it in that way, you know. So, you know, if I was to fluff that out, it would be, you know, to the left, to the right, to the front, to the back. And so I placed those pieces. And I had some to the side here, some at the centre, because I wanted to bring it through, which I have. It's come through, if you can see, because then, you know, it's taking your eye over and not pulling your eye to one side, so to speak. It's not lopsided. It's not symmetrical either, because obviously it's an autumn arrangement, but I really am happy with it. Now, just a few things I wanted to say about this. You know, you could find, obviously not these, but if you went for a walk in the woods, you could find many elements in the woods that if you wanted to make a fresh one, you could do so. You know, if you foraged some things like your pine cones, like your, I mean, I know my friend has off, you know, she's even brought a fern home with her on the odd occasion. Tree ivy, you know, that's in an abundance. And so, yeah. Now, what I think, in hindsight, I'm looking at the box and I think to myself, do I need to stain it? Any comments or any suggestions that you guys might have as well, they're definitely welcome. Do I need to stain that box? I'm looking at that and I'm thinking maybe it's a bit stark. Also, would you have used another 2 candles and maybe a little lower down? I mean, I think because he's a little hedgehog, he looks quite nice peeping out, doesn't he, from the woodland type of thing. I'm just going to turn it round and let you see from the opposite side. And it doesn't even look too shabby at the back, you know, for anyone that's on the opposite side of the table. I brought the pumpkin through from the front to the back, just to give it balance, actual balance. You know, I'm really happy with it, to be honest, and I'm going to enjoy this. What I just don't know, what I might do is take it down the petal shed and store it there until maybe September, because, you know, it is autumn and I don't know whether I'm ready to have this on the dining table yet, but I really am happy with it. I hope you like it, guys. You know, I think it's really quite pretty, quite natural. But like I say, you could change these out. Well, not that one because it's attached to the actual pick, isn't it? You could take it out. You could replace it, take it out, replace, put in that hole. I wished I'd brought something to the table. You could put your pine cone. You could put your witch, for the Halloween witch pick, anything, you know. And also, when you are placing your pumpkins and stuff, you know, you don't want them all facing the same way. So like this one's coming, everything's got a face in nature, I think. And so this one's coming this way, that one's going up. If you can see, if you get my gist, you know, this one's coming to the side. That one's going up. These are coming, now they are almost the same and balanced because I needed that balance from end to end. But yeah, I'm really pleased and happy with this. I'd love to know what you think, and let me know if you decide that you'd like to do something like this. I mean, you know, I got it all stemmed from my partner making this box and me receiving those harvest picks, and I've just run with it. I've took it from there and I've run with it, and this is what I've come up with. So I hope you like it. I'm going to close it out here, guys, and I will be back though with that with those pillar candles, doing the decoupage, and I might even do the bamboo. You know, if I get carried away and we've got time, I might even do the bamboo boards. And I did find a little lovely little old style metal jug that I might decoupage for my kitchen when it gets done. So I'm going to close it out on this one, and I really hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you like this arrangement. I know I'm going to enjoy it. He really does look cute peeping out of there in his natural habitat, doesn't he? And I do. I think this just smacks autumn, in the woods. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you're not a subscriber and you'd like to subscribe, please hit the button. It's completely free to do so. And for those returning subscribers, thank you so much. Your support is, honestly, it's invaluable. And if you could give me a thumbs up on the way out. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.